Cruze. Boom, boom, boom. Well, everyone, this is a 2011 Chevy Cruze LT with 14,000 miles. And please excuse me for the diminished video quality. I'm actually using my iPod NANO. The battery to my high-definition camera is actually quite dead right now, so it's useless. At least I have this one for backup, so I'm going to have to make do with this camera for now, but I'll try to keep it as steady as possible. Well, I've done a Chevy Cruze before, but I wanted to get better shots of this one. As the first one I did, I pretty much had lousy shots of it. This one has the 1.4 liter 4-cylinder. This is the turbo engine. Really, if you look at the specs online, the horsepower really isn't very much. It just has lots of low-end torque. So let's just get around and critique the interior of this one. Hasn't changed at all compared to the last video I've done. The entire dashboard is all hard to the touch, as expected. It is padded up here, but I really hated how GM used this cloth right up above the airbag area. I believe that cloth finish will become so ugly in the future. It could either tear, rip apart, get stained very easily. Imagine what kind of stains will look ugly on there. Those of you with a dirty mind will kind of figure it out. Here's the glove box. You can see it's nicely supported, doesn't drop down sloppily. And it aligns nice and even. Once you close it up, side of the center stack, all hard to the touch, as you can see. You do have a little compartment up above here on the dashboard. The steering wheel is actually leather wrapped. I like that, with exposed stitching. Gets nice and thick in the traditional areas where you would grip it. Cruise control, hands-free controls, and radio controls. Steering wheel tilts and telescopes. There's a headlamps panel dim. Looks like a fuse box. Yep. Here's a rather ugly finish here. You can see this cover here to the side. This plastic doesn't align evenly. Well, it's supposed to remain above this section, but you can see over here it kind of bends out. Maybe you can make it out right there. See? It's nice and flat over here. Pops right out over here. Very ugly. And like European cars, you'll see you have the power lock switch right in the center here. You can see. You have your hazards, airbag on and off indicator. So once the seat senses someone's ass, it'll indicate when the airbag is on or off. You have your climate control. A 6-speed auto with manual shift mode. This uses a conventional automatic with a torque converter. Not like in the Focus, which uses a dual clutch transmission. Here's your radio and -6 disc. You can see the LCD up there. Can't really pull out any of these trim pieces right here. Thankfully they didn't run this piano black look all around the shifter areas over here, because it would have been ugly. At least they used this non-glossy gray finish over here. E-brake, dual cup holders, and power outlet. And here's the center console area. It's a bit jiggly. I don't think that should be happening on a car this new. Not sure-footed at all. You have your aux jack and USB, as you can see. And the armrest does slide forward, so it's not too bad. And it's slightly padded, but it's not really that much of a big deal. And you can see you have OnStar up above. I believe every GM vehicle has that. Lighting fixtures up above. And here's your sun visor. No vanity light, just a mirror. You would have expected a car with more equipment to have a sun visor with its mirror and vanity light, but for some reason they chose not to do that here. The sun visor itself is quite sturdy, but the material they used to wrap it up feels a bit low rent. You can see in the areas of the door panel down below, 2011 car, plastic is already shaving off right here. I don't know if you can see it. What the hell is that scratch right on the speaker grill right there? We have some power seats here on the driver's side. We'll take a look under the hood and the back seat. And you can refer to the passenger seat to look at the legroom. It's pretty much average for a vehicle in its class. Not really much of a big deal. You do not have AC vents or anything like that. You only have a power outlet down below. The seats are actually quite plush. They're actually quite comfortable. You have a little teeny armrest here. It's wide and it's quite sturdy. You have your dual cup holders, obviously. And the seats do fold down. And materials follow through into the back seat when it comes to the door panel. Nothing changes. Same as the front. Well, actually the armrest is actually hard. That's a bummer. Oh, and you have oh shit handles on all four doors. How thoughtful. Rather decently sized trunk. I don't think it's class leading, but it's not too bad. You have your spare tire. And you have your cargo light right there, so that's about it back here. Oh, come on. This is an LT. Rear drum brakes. That sucks. And you have your 1.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder. So let's give this Cruze a good rev. That's about it. It's a rev limiter. It's not going to go any more than that. Well, that's the 2011 Chevy Cruze. forgot to show off, the car has backup sensors. And I completely skipped that this car also had stability control. You can see the button right there.